Hello and welcome to this week's Monday Moments. If you are anything like me, and if only you could be that lucky, um, one of the most frightening things that you ever encounter is a to-do list with lots of incomplete tasks. So, one of the things that we have been doing during the time where we haven't been producing huge productions, we've obviously been producing a lot of stuff and we are extremely busy, and we'll talk more about that in just a second. Um, but since we haven't been doing giant shows that really require the use of all of our resources, all of our personnel, all of our mental capacity, we've been engaged in a bunch of smaller projects around the theater, trying to get things cleaned up, get things more organized, and just knocking all of those things off the to-do list that have been sitting on the to-do list for a long, long time. So one of the things that has been on my personal to-do list has involved doing some inventory stuff and some reorganizing of some things. And so I want to show you one of the projects that I'm working on today, and how it all kind of works together. So one of the things, if you are lucky enough to be able to see my personal social media pages, you'll know that a couple of weeks ago I was cleaning out a filing cabinet here in my office. Here is this filing cabinet. And I posted a picture of all of the weapons that we have here at the theater. We take weapons management very seriously here. Even though all of our weapons are either fake or have been disabled, we don't take any chances with that kind of thing. And so one of the things, I'll flip my camera around, that you can just take a look here in this drawer. Look at all of these weapons. You know, in a normal workplace, this would get you written up by HR for bringing weapons to work and things. But this isn't a normal workplace, and I'm HR kind of. But anyway, so they've been stored, those, and also these are just a couple of the swords that are here. There's a bunch more behind my chair. So yeah, we've been storing all that stuff in my office in various weird places, like behind this chair. So if you ever came into my office and sat in this chair, know that there are about 7 or 8 swords right behind you, so that if any moment, I guess, if the meeting goes sideways, you can just kind of He-Man or Conan the Barbarian yourself out of a bad meeting. But so one of the things, so with that, we have ordered some better ways to store that stuff, and I'm going to pop out into the green room here and let's see if you can see it. Came today, was back ordered, so it finally came today. So I'm in the process of assembling a storage cabinet that's going to go downstairs, and that's where all of our weapons and various paraphernalia are going to be going. But then how do we know what we have? That's an excellent question, and I'm glad you asked it, virtual audience. Well, one of the other things that we have been doing is, and you can kind of see on my computer screen here, is that we are currently entering a lot of our props, scenery, and things like that into a brand new virtual inventory system. And this is a really cool inventory system. I'm just going to pick one of the random guns that I've entered into the system, and you can see there, there's a picture of the item and some descriptions of it. Like this was an actual gun in this here, but a volunteer disabled it, took out the firing pin so it can never be fired again. And that's what's in the inventory here. And it says that it's stored in my office. And it's got a little QR code even for it. So that's one of the things that we've been working on, not only with the small arsenal that we have, but also with a lot of the furniture pieces and some of the lighting equipment. That's all being put into this virtual inventory system, so that we'll be able to keep a much better track of what we have, where it is. We can check it out. We can rent it through this system, and it's really cool. And it's got an app that goes with it too. So, you know, if you're kind of into that kind of stuff and organizing and whatnot, you can kind of geek out doing this. And this is something that I've been doing as time permits, usually a couple hours a week, working on getting some of our stuff put into our inventory. And then we'll be able to keep a much better track of all the wonderful assets that we have here at the theater. Speaking of assets that we have at the theater, one of our biggest assets are volunteers, and there are a lot of things happening with our volunteers coming up this week because we have our second annual Gage County Walking Historic Ghost Tour. I think I said that all right. But that is coming up this Friday and Saturday, our Walking Ghost Tour, and tickets are $30 per person. We are limited to 10 people per group. The groups depart from the theater every 45 minutes. We strongly recommend that you get your tickets in advance. Last year when we had this event for the first time, we did sell out. So you want to make sure you get those tickets in advance, and we did cut the group sizes down to allow for a little better physical distancing and all that fun stuff that's going on right now. But so that's this Friday, Saturday. Tours start at 7 o'clock and they leave every 45 minutes. So you'll get a backstage tour of the theater. You'll also hear some ghost stories that we've got from around here. And I may be in a costume. I may have ordered it over the weekend. So you'll have to see that. Yeah, I was going to say something naughty, but I'm not going to. But so we're going to be at the theater. We are going to go over to the Carnegie Building. We're going to stop by the front of Yesterday's Lady and hear some of the stories there. Going to go down to the Gage County Historical Society Museum. Going to stop by the river and hear some spooky stuff. And the tour will end at the Mercantile Building, home of Stone Hollow Brewery and the Mechanical Room. So you'll be able to end the tour with a drink there. Oh, and you can start the tour with a drink here at the theater, because we will have drinks available. We do ask the people wear masks when they're not drinking when they're inside of our facility, however. Not Halloween masks, but, COVID masks. Let's see, and then the tickets are on sale right now for subscribers to get tickets for our next regular season production called Murderers. The dark comedy Murderers opens in just a couple of weeks. Tickets are on sale for season ticket holders right now. They'll be on sale for the general public starting next Monday. I feel like I'm trying to intimidate you. I've got this picture of a gun in the background. So get your ghost tour tickets or get tickets for Murderers or else Murderers. No, I'm not threatening anyone except for you. And you know who you are. And you deserved it. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to keep assembling that storage cabinet and get our arsenal all nice and secured. So, thanks a lot, and we will see you next week.